Salmon Kitchen, guys. Today in Salmon Kitchen we have another awesome delicious recipe for you guys again today. As I said before, when you guys come on to Salmon Kitchen, we always try to do a new recipe all the time. So thank you guys to come into Salmon Kitchen today, guys. Thank you guys as you come in, guys. Please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. That's other people can see the video. So we have another awesome delicious recipe for you guys today in Salmon Kitchen, guys. So as I said, happy Thursday to everyone. Hope everybody okay today. Everybody is well. It's a beautiful Thursday afternoon. Outside the weather is kind of a little bit cold, but it's a sunny day, guys. So thank you guys again to come in to Sylvan Kitchen. As I want to shout out to everyone across the world. We have to give the Almighty God health. We have to give thanks to the Almighty God. Give the Almighty God thanks for health and strength. Because without health and strength, we are nothing. So as I said before, the first thing we have to give the Almighty God thanks, and then anything come after is bonus. So without the Almighty God, we are nothing. So I want to shout out to some people. I want to shout out to my friend Paul. Big shout out to you. I want to shout out to Louis Brown. I want to shout out to Chris. I want to shout out to Daddy Chris. I want to shout out to a lot of people at work. I want to shout out to Fisky. I want to shout out to my manager them at work. I want to shout out to my family. I want to shout out to my brothers them. I want to shout out to my kids them. I want to shout out to my friends them. So big shout out to everyone across the world. My Philippine friends them, my Jamaican friends them, my American friends them, my English friends them, my African friends them, my Caribbean friends them, my South American friends them. So big shout out to you guys today. Mega shout out to you guys. Alright, but without further ado, what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna wash some rice. We're gonna wash the rice first before we prepare to cook our rice. Cause a lot of people cooking rice and they don't wash rice. It's optional. It's up to you guys. If you want to wash your rice, I ain't gonna say don't wash your rice. Maybe it's your choice of cooking. So that is your choice of cooking. Don't wash your rice. It's up to you. But me, when I was growing up, I would see my grandmothers and my brothers and my mom washing rice. So I wash my rice. And I see all of my friends them washing them rice when they're cooking them rice. So if it's your choice not to wash your rice, that is your choice. Okay? So I ain't gonna tell you not to wash your rice. But me, I wash my rice. So what I'm gonna do now, guys, I'm just gonna wash my rice. I'm gonna wash it 2 times. Because I know when you're washing your rice that the water get white. So you wanna wash off some most of that starch off of that rice. You cannot wash off all of it. So I'm gonna wash the rice 2 times. I'm using a nice white rice today. So it's a beautiful recipe we're doing in Sylvan Kitchen today, guys. Not a, as I said before, I ain't gonna do a long video today. I am so tired, but I still have to get up and do a video for my fans them. So thank you guys to come in Sylvan Kitchen. Thank you guys to show me the love. Mega shout out to you guys and your friends and family. If you can share me on your WhatsApp, on your YouTube, on your Facebook, and your Instagram. If you can share me around, guys. Thank you, guys. We have 390 to go. 390 to go, my beautiful people. 390. So we're gonna hit that target. We want to try and hit that target by the middle of next month. So we have 390 to go, guys. Oh my God, it's so close. 390. All right, guys. What we're gonna do now? We're just gonna add some salt in that pot before we add in the rice. Because today we ain't cooking a shallow rice. We're gonna cook a little bit sticky rice. So if you need more water when the rice is cooking, we can add more water. It's optional. So if we're cooking a shallow rice today, we ain't gonna turn on the fire too low. So add a little bit of salt to that. So I hope you guys have a beautiful Thursday. If you're going to work, please try and reach your work safe, drive safely, If you're coming back to work, don't rush to go home. Before you take another 20 minutes to reach home, or then rush and don't reach home. So take your time and reach home, guys. So what we're gonna do now, guys, we're just gonna add in a piece of butter, because when I'm cooking the rice, I love to put a little bit of butter. You can drop a little bit of olive oil in it if you want, if you don't have butter. But put a little piece of butter. I'm gonna put back this butter in the fridge. So the rice wash already, guys. I have some leek here. I'm using leek from the other day, guys. I just love the flavor what they give, and I just really fall in love with it. I don't know about you guys. So I started eating it for the last couple of weeks. I said I'm gonna do a recipe with this, and prepare that recipe is gonna come out by now on Saturday. I'm gonna do a beautiful vegetarian recipe with this. So prepare for that recipe, guys. So I ain't gonna use no spring onion today. I'm gonna use a piece of this leek. I'm gonna use a piece of bell pepper and half of white onion and some garlic. I'm gonna put a little bit of season and that salmon as well. I just take off the skin off of the salmon. So thank you guys to coming in Salmon Kitchen, guys. As I said, guys, if you can share me about on your WhatsApp, on your YouTube, on your Instagram, on your Facebook. And you guys can check out my playlist. I have some long silent video there. If you guys can run one of them for me, I really appreciate it. So what I'm gonna do now, guys, I'm just gonna add in the rice. I ain't gonna add in no spring onion in this today. I'm just gonna scrape out. I have 1.5 cup of white rice. So I ain't gonna look off a big portion today. I cut down off of the portion of food what I'm cooking, but sometimes you cook so much food and some of it go to waste, and I don't like to waste food. Because sometimes you're watching and you see a lot of people don't have nothing to eat, and then you have food wasting. So I don't like to waste food, so I cut down this year. So I'm gonna cut down off of the portion of food what I'm cooking. So I'm gonna try my best to cook some small portion. So that's why now I'm using a small pot. Normally I use a bigger pot and I cook a lot more rice. So I'm using a small pot. So I'm just gonna put the lid on that. Let that go and boil. I have a tablespoon of olive oil. I'm gonna add another tablespoon of olive oil in this. So what I'm gonna do now, guys, just gonna get a cutting board. I'm gonna clean up the garlic. I'm gonna clean up the onion. I'm gonna cut a little piece off of this leek. What I'm gonna use. If you guys try leek before, let me know. As I said before, guys, I've fallen in love with this for the last couple of weeks. I always see it and I wonder whatever flavor it is, what it tastes like, and I decided, all right, then let me give it a go and try it. And I tried, and I do a little research on it, and the research what I get and says it's quite healthy for you. So I'm gonna do a recipe with this, and I'll show you guys what type of recipe I'm doing. I'm just cutting off a little piece off of this. If you cut it, it's a nice green color inside of it, guys. Beautiful. Have a lot of layer inside of it. See, you have a lot of layer inside of it, and just peel off under the layer like that. It's quite unique. I don't know, I just fall in love with it. And so no spring onion today. It's gonna take off the first layer and throw away, because I'm gonna cut up this one. I'm gonna wash it. I think I'm gonna wash it first. So it's a beautiful Thursday evening, guys. Wonderful Thursday evening. Give God thanks for health. Give God thanks for strength. And we give God, the Almighty God, thanks for guide us and protect us. Show us the right way. show us the right path that we can take. So we have to give the Almighty God thanks, because without the Almighty God, I said before, we are zero. Now, some of the time we want a lot of stuff in life, but if you cannot have it, don't force to get it, my people. I was watching an Instagram page in, I think it's yesterday, and somebody posted a thing on Instagram. So there's one guy in Africa who want to get rich, and he tried to money ritual, tried to kill his mom for a money ritual. He won a mother and bring him in belly for 9 months. The guy tried to kill her for money ritual. Some people will sell them soul for money, but I prefer die poor more than sell my soul for money, people. Because we never born with nothing, and we ain't going back with nothing. So I prefer die poor more than sell my soul to the devil for nothing. So I just watched the leak. I don't know how comes you don't want to try to kill your mom and bring you on this land for 9 months. Be a doctor, be a nurse, be a keeper, be a lover. Everything for you bring up here, tell you how a big man, and then you want to take our life just for money. Dangerous world we live in, guys. Dangerous world. So as I said, no, guys, what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna clean up, because it's not really a long video I'm doing today. It's a very quick video I'm doing, guys. So if you guys can share me around, thank you guys a lot, because I'm going to work tonight again, people. It's all about the work. So thank you guys again to share me around. And I said before, guys, if you guys can check out my playlist, I really appreciate it. You guys can continue give me that support. Thank you guys a lot, because without you guys, Salmon Kitchen will be nothing today. So thank you guys a lot for your continued support. I want to say a mega shout out to all of my Philippines friends them. Ricardo Kitchen, thanks for coming, my brother. Mega shout out to you and your family. As I said, Ricardo, we're gonna link up. We need to do a collab, me and you, soon as the weather change. Either me come to Birmingham or you come to London, my brother. So big up yourself, Ricardo. And so we're cooking the rice, guys. And when you're cooking the rice, make sure you keep a high rice, because it's will boil right over in the fire. So we just barely take off the lid after that. When it start to cook down now, we're gonna turn on the fire very low. So when I say big up to Ricardo, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna cut up the leek. We're gonna cut it up quite small. We ain't gonna cut it up too big, because we're gonna look out with the salmon, because we're using no spring onion today, guys. A little spring onion give you a better taste and a better flavor, but this is quite healthy. If we get a sharp knife and just get a fine cut, we're just gonna cut it right up. Gonna cut it up. Give me a second here, guys. There's somebody banging on the door. I don't know if it's the mailman. So give me a second here, guys. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Somebody banging on the door. I don't know if it's the mailman. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Sorry about that one, guys. You know, there was knocking, and they said it was the next door, neighbor door. There was knocking on, but some of the time these door then banging on it too much, like they want to break it. So that rice is cooking on that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit more water in that rice, and then I'm gonna turn it down. As I said, I don't want my rice too shelly today. I ain't gonna cook a really shelly rice. Want a little bit sticky. So just adding a little bit more water in that. So I'm just gonna cut up the leek. As I said, I have a nice recipe coming out with this, so prepare for that recipe, guys. A beautiful recipe. So what I'm gonna cut some this way and I cut some that way. I don't want to cut everything like half moon. So because I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna cut up this with some onion and some bell pepper. You know that, guys, when you come on to Salmon Kitchen, we're always doing something new. Cannot wait for the summer start because we have a lot of outdoor cooking to do. Because you know that when we're growing up in Jamaica, we cook a lot of outdoor cooking. Outdoor cooking, I think, in my opinion, is the best way to cook outdoor. But you have to be careful what you're cooking outside, because in the summertime we have a lot of flies flying around. So if you're cooking fish outside or anything like that, you have to be careful. Make sure you clean it up inside first before you take it outside, because fish harbor a lot of fly. So when I say big up to Ricardo, how are you, my brother? Mega shout out to you and your daughters and your son and your missus. Mega shout out again. So guys, we have as I said before, guys, we have 390 to go, my people. 390 to go. So I'm just cutting up this leek. The rice is cooking. The salmon, I'm just going to pick it up. I put the salmon in the air fryer for 5 minutes. And I just take it out the air fryer just to take off the skin off of it. It's optional. I'm going to do another beautiful recipe Saturday and Sunday. So I ain't gonna use all of the leek. I think I'm gonna use that portion. That is enough. So what I'm gonna do now is try and just cut it up, because all of this gonna cook up with the salmon and the tomato. No tomato. I'm using no tomato. I'm using a piece of bell pepper and the garlic. So I'm gonna turn on the fire on that rice. As I said before, guys, anybody want to see me cook something, drop me a comment and let me know. Even if I don't try and cook it at the same time, at the same week, or maybe in the same month, I will try my best to cook it some way. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to clean up this half of white onion I'm using. It's optional. If you have the red onion, you can use the red onion instead of the white onion, or you can use the two of them together. Chop this one in this pot here. Let me get it out. I don't want it in it. So I'm gonna cut up one white onion. I cut up the onion very small, guys. I need to invest in an onion cutter, because every time I'm cutting up onion, it make my eye leak water. I feel like I want to cry. I don't know about you guys. If onion affect you guys, let me know. That onion is quite strong. Give off that strong smell. And every time I'm putting up onion, it make my eye like somebody's beating me up. So I want to say mega shout out to everyone. Mega shout out to my friends who come in today to support Salmon Kitchen, guys. Mega shout out to you guys. Thank you guys a lot. So what we're gonna do now, guys, we're just gonna stir that rice. Cause we say we ain't cooking a shelly rice today. We're just gonna stir that rice. And if you need any more water, you can add a little bit more water to it. But we don't want it too shelly, and we don't want it too wet. Not too wet or too dry. Normally I don't stir my rice. So I'm gonna add just a little, maybe half of quarter of a cup of water in that. And just leave that to steam down. Normally when I'm cooking rice, guys, I just add one portion of water in that and just turn on the fire very low. As soon as that water subsides with that rice, I just turn on the stove very low to let that rice steam right down. I don't really buy pack rice, guys. I never used pack rice before. Like, you just take it out and put it in the microwave and warm it up. I never use that rice. I always try and cook my rice from scratch. Cook it from fresh. If you cook at home from fresh, more, you know what you put in it. You know you're eating fresh food. You ain't eating not preserved, nothing them put in that. You know, so you're cooking your food from home. You know you eat it fresh. You cannot get any fresher than that. So that's why sometimes you're on the street and you're hungry. You cannot do. It's so tired, so you cannot do a better thing. You have to get something to eat very quickly. Because sometimes you have maybe a bad night at work, and when you come home, you have to do the school run, and then you have to get up and cook something. You're so tired. So normally, now and again, you will get a little snack off the street. So I have the leek here, I have the onion. Gonna use half of bell pepper. So different type of bell pepper I'm using. I'm using a red bell pepper. And wash that off. So I'm gonna cut this up quite small. Don't know what's going on in the world, guys. Look like another World War want to happen again. So I don't know what's going on. See, a lot of things going on with the West and Russia, so I don't know what's going on there. We have to hope for the best that everybody can come to a peaceful agreement, because war is not good. If you know one, there are no nation. So we just hope for the best that they can come to a peaceful agreement, and they don't have to fire no shot, don't have to kill no one. Everybody live loving, everybody live peaceful till the Almighty God ready for us. So I'm just cutting up a piece of bell pepper. As I said, guys, when you come on to Salmon Kitchen, you know, we don't in the world of rush cooking. We don't cook with rush. We take our time and cook and prepare our stuff properly. That's why we show you everything what we cooking. We don't really take out nothing. We don't hide and put in nothing. We show you every step by step. If you put in a grain of salt, we show you. If you put in a grain of black pepper, we show you. We don't hide and show you nothing behind the camera. We show you everything. Because I don't want one of you guys to try one of my recipe and say, oh my God, you guys say it tastes good, it didn't taste good. It didn't come out like that. So we show you everything step by step. Alright, so we cut up the bell pepper. And what we're gonna do now, guys, we're just gonna prepare for the the garlic. I'm using around 3 cloves of garlic in this. It's optional, and if you don't have the fresh garlic, you can use the garlic powder instead, or you can use both of them like me sometimes. I love to use the both garlic and the garlic powder. I love to use the both of them. So we have some beautiful recipe coming out, guys. Nice recipe coming out. As I said before, when I'm on holiday, I'm gonna try and bake that cornmeal pudding. I have some more porridge, more recipe with porridge coming out. I have a lot more recipe coming out with pudding. We have a lot of idea coming out, guys, with us. We need to find some time just to let these ideas come together. But sometimes when you work and you come home, you're so tired. Sometimes you don't have time for yourself. Like, I worked last night, but I still have to come home and I say, let me do a little video for my people because I didn't do a video yesterday. I was so tired. So let me do a nice little video. So today, the garlic, fine chopping the garlic. Cut them up very small. I ain't gonna crush them today. I ain't gonna grate the garlic. I'm just gonna cut them up very small today. It's optional. If you want to grate your garlic, if you want to crush your garlic, it's optional for you, for your preference. And if you want to add in some scotch bonnet pepper, you can add in some scotch bonnet pepper in this. It's optional as well. But I have to have in gonna put in a little bit of black pepper. So happy Thursday to everyone. As I said before, guys, Happy New Year's to you and your family. Happy New Year's to you and your family, your friends from Salmon Kitchen. And thank you guys to stick with Salmon Kitchen from day 1 to day 2. I have some loyal supporter, guys, and then you have some fake supporter. But guys, some of the people them say, alright, subscribe to me and then I will subscribe to you. As soon as you go on them page and you do that, in 2 days time you see them disappear. So anybody who come to my channel again and said do that, I don't do that. I get 48 hours before I return back to you, and I will return back to you definitely, but I ain't playing that game with no one. Got a lot of clever people out there. Alright guys, what we're gonna do now, we're just gonna add in the onion and the bell pepper. I'm gonna add in a bit more olive oil. It's optional. As I said before, if you don't have olive oil, you can use any type of cooking oil for your preference, for your like. So if you guys can see that that part properly, what I'm doing, I'm using olive oil, guys, today. I'm just gonna zoom in on this that you guys can see that properly there. If this shake a bit, guys, sorry for that. I'm just gonna zoom in on that a bit. So the rice nearly finished. I'm gonna turn off the rice a bit. So I want to say mega shout out to everyone today who supports Salmon Kitchen. Guys, you can check out Ricardo Kitchen as well. Ricardo cooking some nice recipe there, so you guys can show him the love, give him the support. Like what you guys give me the support, check out Ricardo Kitchen. So the rice is here, guys. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna turn off this rice. Oh yes, that's perfect. Perfect. We don't want that rice to too shelly or too wet. This rice is okay. So we're gonna throw this rice in a bowl, let it cool. I'm gonna turn up that fire under that rice. So what we're gonna do now, we're just gonna add in the leek, the bell pepper, the garlic, and the onion. Let me crack this window a bit, guys. Get out some of that smell. Whoa, you can smell that garlic already with that onion that's kicking up. Gonna add in a bit more olive oil. So we're adding a bit more olive oil in that. Then we add our fish here. But before we do that, we're gonna add in some salt. We're gonna add in some all-purpose season, some pepper. We're gonna add in some pepper. So we're gonna add in a bit more pepper later, but for the time being, I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt in that. I wanna season up that before I put in my fish. It's optional. You can put in your fish and then you can add in your pepper, your salt. It's optional any way you want to do it. And I'm gonna add in some fish seasoning. We're gonna add in a pinch of fish seasoning to that, guys. So adding some fish seasoning that give it a nice stir. Gonna turn on the stove a bit. So the salmon is here now, guys. What I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna pick up that salmon. Big shout out to you, my sister. How are you today? Thank you for coming, Salmon Kitchen. Thank you to give me the love. I hope you have a beautiful Thursday, you and your family. Hope you guys are safe in America. Everything is okay. So big shout out to you, my sister. Thank you to support Salmon Kitchen. We look up a beautiful recipe today, my sister. So I just turn on the fire and that. What I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna get a bowl and share some of that rice. Let that rice cool. I want the rice to cool down before what I'm gonna do to make my rice ball. No, I don't. I just feel thirsty. So I'm gonna share with some of this rice. Let this rice to cool down. As I say, guys, I don't look out for the rice too shelly today. Look out for it. Look a bit sticky. All right, I think that portion is okay. So I'm gonna use all of that rice. Just hop in it, let it cool down. Hop in the window. Some cold breeze to touch that rice. So this is your cooking on nicely with the garlic and the onion and everything like that. So now we're just gonna pick up the fish. Normally, you can use beef or you can use minced lamb Or you can use chicken breast. You can cut up the chicken breast, or you can use your chicken thigh and just cut it up very small and use it optional. Because a lot of people maybe don't take fish, a lot of people maybe don't eat beef. So it's optional how you want to do it. You want to look out for a seafood rice ball, it's up to you. You can look for king prawns, you can use lobster, you can use whatever you want to use. So I did put this in the air fryer for 5 minutes. So that's why it's very easy to pick up. So if you don't have a air fryer, you can stuck in the oven for 5 minutes or 10 minutes in the oven. Or you can just cut it up very small and put it in a pot, and then it all break up. So I'm just picking up this salmon. As I said before, guys, thank you guys very much to come in Salmon Kitchen. Mega shout out to you. Thank you guys to give me the love. Thank you guys to give me the support. Thank you guys very much. We have 390 to go, my people. 390 to go. Anybody ever have rice ball before? Drop me a comment and let me know. Anybody never have rice ball before? Still drop me a comment and let me know. And if you want to try it one day, drop me a comment and let me know, guys. And if you guys gonna try this recipe, drop me a comment and let me know. Okay? Alright, so I pick up the salmon. You want to have a big piece of salmon because we're doing a rice ball. We want everything to combine with the season and everything like that. Gonna add a little bit of all-purpose season to it in a bit. Then I'm gonna taste it if you need any more salt into it or any more pepper. So we want to pick up that salmon quite small. Why I'm using salmon today, guys, because if I use an ordinary fish, I have to take out all of the bones out of it, but this salmon having no bones in it. So it's easier to prepare, easier to look after. There's not too much stress you're going when you're looking after this. But sometimes you find one and two beside the bone in salmon, but you have to just picture it properly. As I said before, guys, mega shout out to my Jamaican sister. How are you, my friend? Thank you very much to support Salmon Kitchen people. Thank you guys a lot. Thank you guys very much to give me the love. Thank you guys very much to give me the support. So I'm gonna invest in a good camera, guys, very soon. As soon as I get some money, I'm gonna invest in a good camera. And I need to put up some light. I want to get some proper lighting. Alright, so the salmon I already pick up. I'm gonna wash my hand. So mega shout out to you guys today to come in Salmon Kitchen. I'm gonna turn up at this stove. The rice over here cooling, guys. I put the rice near side. I open the window. I want that rice to cool down. So what I'm gonna do now, guys, I'm just gonna add in the salmon with that leek, with that onion, with that garlic, and that bell pepper. Oops. Then they explode the plate in the pot. I remember one time, guys, in Jamaica, I'll never forget. One time we used to use like the wood fire. Because sometimes other people don't have money to buy stove. Anybody remember the all-time Kersnal stove? The two-burner Kersnal stove. Anybody remember that? Yeah, anybody remember the old-time two-burner Kersnal stove? Let me know. My mom used to have one of those two-burner Kersnal stove. You open it coming like a round buckle-like thing. You take off the lid off of it. You add in the Kersnal in it. Then you cock it back. The top. Then you turn on the top of it and put down the top in the stove. And then you light your stove. Old-time Kersnal stove. But you know, of course, Kersnal was so expensive that time. So one of my brother was cooking food. I think I remember what he was cooking. I think he was cooking breadfruit, banana, and cornmeal dumpling. I think he was cooking chocho as well. I'm not 100% sure. He was cooking some chocho. You know when you're cooking, you put your dumpling in a pot and breadfruit and those things and banana, and then that foam when it boil up, they don't watch put the lid on it. If you put the lid on it, it will boil right over in the fire, hold the fire. So him putting in dumpling now, putting him everything in it, put on the lid on it, wasn't watching the pot, and the pot boiled straight over in that fire and hold the fire. It's a wood fire he using outside, guys. So he tried to blow that fire, to hold that fire. But he couldn't hold, he tried to blow it, to light it. In there and then he blow the fire, he fan it, he blow till he high running water. You know what the guy do? The guy just make one kick and kick the pot off of the fire. I never forget it. Guys, we are hungry, you know. We're waiting for that food to eat, you know, guys. I'm telling you. This is not a fake story. We are hungry. We are waiting on that food to eat. So, what we're going to do, he kick off the pot off of the fire, but we cannot throw the food. We have to take up. So, I'm using some fresh parsley here, guys. Some dry parsley. I'm using some dry parsley. Can I use that little sprinkler of dry parsley over that? So, we have to go there and take up the food and wash them off. Wash them off. Get a different pot. Light back the fire. Can you get upset and gone. I'm using some garlic powder. It's a little sprinkle of garlic powder. So we have to go there and take up the food and wash off of that food, and then we have to light back that fire. Take up everything and wash them off. And put them back in a fresh pot with some water. I'm telling you, frustration. I'm using a little bit of, no, I ain't gonna put in no chili flakes in it because my daughter is here. Maybe she wants to try some. I was gonna add in a little bit of chili flakes, some onion powder. I had in half a fresh onion already, but I'm still gonna add in a little bit of onion powder in that. Give that a nice stir. Yes, guys. So we have to go there and take up all of that food because we cannot make that food go to waste, you know, guys. Because we are hungry, because we're small, and we have no more food to eat. So we have to go there and take up that food and wash it off and try our best to dry out that, to hold that fire. No, to light back that fire and put it on me and my brother. Then we cook that food and we eat it. When they come back home later on, he say the food cook here. Where you get this food from? They say the pot where you kick off of the fire. That's the pot we were using. You know, sometimes your frustration when you're blowing that wood fire and that wood fire cannot light and that smoke is burning your eye. That smoke is burning your eye. That smoke is burning your eye. And you try to blow that fire, you blow that fire, you blow that fire, you blow that fire. And you cannot light. So you get frustrated and kick off that pot off of that fire. So I never forget that. Yeah, I never forget that, guys. So I'm going to zoom in on this again, guys. I want to show you guys what I'm doing over there. Zoom in properly over there on that pot. Like you guys can see, I'm doing that salmon. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is add in the salmon for the last 3 minutes. You know, salmon is very easy to cook. It's not hard to cook. So I'm going to add a little bit in my hand and taste it because I need that to season up properly. I don't want it too fresh because that is going to go in the middle of that rice. So let me taste that salmon. If I need any more salt or if I add any more seasoning that, let me taste it. Take a pinch more salt in that. Pinch more pepper. So a pinch more salt and a pinch more pepper in that. And I'm gonna add some all-purpose season. If I can find it, if I can reach it right here. Yes, guys. So that was an experience. I never forget that experience. Now, sometimes the frustration take you. You cannot do no better. But sometimes you have to think twice before you act. Because we couldn't make that food go to waste. We could never. Because we'd have got to bed hungry. So I'm going to add in a pinch of all-purpose season over that, guys. That's sorted. How are you, Marissa? My daughter just come from school. Good. Are you okay with school today? Good. That's good. Okay. Alright, guys. So this is gonna switch off this fire now and let this cool down. And I'm gonna add in the rices over here. So, guys, I'd never forget that experience. As I said before, the old Kersenal stove. If anybody know about that Kersenal stove, drop me a comment and let me know. So that is all finished. I'm gonna switch off that. Remember that whole Kersenal stove and the old Kersenal lamp used to give out a lot of smoke. You have to put in the Kersenal in that lamp with a wick. Sometimes there are people that you have something you cannot buy the wick. You have to put a bit of cloth into it. Alright, so the rice is here, guys. So the rice is here. I'm just gonna get a saucepan. I'm gonna add some oil in that saucepan. So give me a second, you guys. Let me find my saucepan. I need to sort out all of these pots them underneath here. So I'm gonna remove that pot there, put that rice put over here. So the saucepan is there, so the rice is here. So I'm gonna wait till it cool down no more. So I'm gonna add in 1 egg. So adding 1 egg in that, guys. Don't know if you guys can see me properly. Let me check first if you guys can see me. So adding 1 egg. No, I don't think you guys can see me properly. Sorry about that, guys. Yes, guys, so that was an experience what I'll never forget. Never forget that experience. So I had in 1 egg in that, guys. Just gonna put my hand in that. I'm just gonna mix it right up with a egg. Just gonna strip off some of this rice off of that spoon. It's hot, guys. I'm telling you, I should have waited till it cool down some more, but I don't have the time to let this cool down some more because time against me. Yeah. Oh my word. Everybody gone. Anyway, guys, sorry about that. I have a little technical problem a while ago. I don't know how come it just cut off like that. I have a little technical problem, but I try and rectify that problem. Yeah, it cut off a while ago. I don't know why it cut off. It's gone again. Guys, I'm gonna try and restart this one. I don't know I'm gonna restart it, but I don't know what's wrong, what's going on here. But it was cutting off. So sorry about that, my beautiful people. I have a little technical problem. It gone dark again. I don't know what's wrong with it. Guys, I'm gonna try and restart this, so please don't go away. I'm gonna try and restart this 2 minutes.